Okay, everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dino Crisis 2. Last time we passed through a sort of volcanic area, fought some weird little therapsids, and now we're gonna continue.
Regina. Go, Regina! Head towards that control tower! I'll cover you! This must be their nest. I can't handle this by myself. Use that signal bullet. I'll blast a big one to the place you point to.
Right.
By signal bullet, he means a flare gun, is what this is. Also, you might notice it looks very much like the grenade gun from Dino Crisis 1. Y'all didn't think I would be paying attention, did you? Anyways, this section is interesting. It very much makes me think that, like, if this was Resident Evil 5, this would be like a co-op section where one person is manning the gun and the other person is down there trying to escape. I don't know. Just feels very Resident Evil 5-esque. Which, of course, would mean that Regina would be... Honestly, I've played Resident Evil 5 single player, and honestly, the AI partner didn't annoy me that much for the most part.
Okay, you better have good aim.
I just talked over Regina there. Anyways, now, Fader, you may ask, can you use this section to grind for points? Yeah, sure. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it's definitely possible. These guys do grant 1,000 points per kill, so sometimes just slightly less than that, so... Again, I'm not entirely sure why. Also, for some reason, sometimes the signal bullet just does not work. Like, look, I clearly fired it off there a minute ago, and it didn't do anything, so I had to fire off another shot. I guess the gun needs to reload, but... Oh. Yeah, it does! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Here I am thinking the game's breaking and I'm just not noticing a fucking mechanic. I'm a dumbass. I don't think that's actually gonna hit. But yeah, there are plenty of healing items up here, so if you... Dylan, get up. So if you're, you know... Ow! You should be fine, as long as you just don't keep running straight into the Allosaurus, which is kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Of course, if I had bought the missile pod or the rocket launcher, I would have had a slightly easier time here, because I could have just wailed on them with that, because you can do that. You can still kill them with regular firepower. It's just the fact that they're always enraged in this section means that they are going to be tougher. And we're out of smalls, so we're gonna have to just use that M.
That was close! Your turn now!
Alright, Reggie, let's go. Honestly, this section is so short that I wonder why they even bothered including it. Because if you're not dilly-dallying like I am and just killing more Allosaurus, you can get a little more points. Okay, alright, Dylan, please open fire on these things. They're kind of wrecking my shit. Luckily, you don't have to worry about the explosions damaging you, thank God, because that would make this section basically impossible.
Good job. Let's go.
I'm not gonna need this anymore.
And just get rid of it. Yeah, look at that, 16,000 points from just that one little section. Anyways, there's a save point here. The game is both generous and stingy with these save points. Like, there's plenty of them, but at times it also feels like they're really spread out. But hey, not as spread out as the next game. Oh, look at that. Those are Triceratops, Baloo! also haven't been reading these off, but the Dino files are really awkwardly translated in some spots. It's like they gave them like a first pass and we're just sort of like, yeah, that's good. Doesn't matter if it doesn't entirely make sense grammatically. That Jeep was a model, so
over here.
Wonder what that's gonna do.
It's horrible. Who would have done this?
Uh-oh. Mommy's very angry.
Dylan, over here.
Or is that a Daddy Tops? Yeah, for those who don't know, the canonical name of Sarah's dad from The Land Before Time is Daddy Tops. Yeah, just think about that for a second. Anyways, yet another Dino Stalker-esque segment, although for the PS1, this is actually pretty technically impressive. I haven't mentioned it yet, but this remaster actually looks great. Like, everything is so much sharper looking than the original, which I remember playing on the PlayStation Network. Except the cutscenes. The cutscenes still look a bit crunched to hell and back, and I've seen upscaled versions of the cutscenes, so I know they don't have to look that bad. You see, that'd be like the one time I'd accept AI being used for that shit, because, you know, that's one of the things it's actually good at, is upscaling stuff, so... Anyways, this trike is now joined by a second one. He loves doing that sneak attack thing. It comes as no surprise, this is also an absolute bitch on hard. Because not only are the trikes stronger, but you could take, I think, maybe like 2 or 3 hits before you die. So, like a lot of sections that are fine enough on normal, this section is again like I said, a complete nightmare on hard mode. And people ask why I tend to play games on easy if there's nothing lost from it, which I should mention the easy mode for this game. It's pretty easy, like I mentioned. Enemies die a lot quicker. You seem to be able to take a lot more hits. You can carry a lot more healing items. Like, you get 5 healing items per slot. Ow. Regina's submachine guns are available right away, and you can't unlock every unlockable, but you can unlock most of them.
Too close for comfort.
So that's fine.
Yeah, that was some cool driving. Hey, Regina, in front! Watch out!
No!
Why did the car explode? Well, we went into the long grass. What did we expect?
We're surrounded.
Okay, David, that nearly could have hit us. Also, I just spoiled these from piloting the helicopter, but who else would it be?
Dave, you're toast!
That's not good.
Let's go.
Right.
These people were the only ones left. There aren't any survivors now.
So we failed. How could we let everyone die?
Look, we still have the mission to retrieve the data on Third Energy research.
Dude, even if we get the data, how do we get back to our time? The activator for the gate has been destroyed, right?
That's why we need that data. If we study it, we might be able to build another gate to go back.
Fine. Let's split up and search the town for the data.
David? Let's go.
Okay.
That's not you on the line is delivered. Okay. Also, there's a Dino file here, which is probably one of the ones that's easiest to miss, because I don't know if you can get back to this area if you leave, but it's the one for the Oviraptor. Kind of surprising they give you this one so late, considering you've been running into the Oviraptors for quite a while. Yeah, their small size does indeed make them a pain. Honestly, there's really not a decent weapon against them in this game, at least not of Dylan's arsenal. Regina's got a few that can hit them fairly easily. Anyways, in the store here is a file, which is what I was trying to grab. Which is just telling us, hey, go to the missile silo. And here's a key we need. No. A healing item I can't carry. And a save point. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. I will see you guys next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.